The Easter holidays are coming up, and one of the things that I like to do at this time of year is to have the Easter talk with the kids. Why do I like to do this? Because I feel like we have watered down what Easter is about. Children nowadays think that Easter is about the Easter bunny, and they expect to have chocolate Easter eggs and all of the fun and games that come with that. They don't know or remember the true significance of Easter. And so I like to have story time with the kids where I explain to them what Easter is really about, so that they grow up knowing what it really means and what it is that they're celebrating when they do celebrate Easter. So this time around, we had story time. And no, this picture is not the one that we were using. We were reading out of a children's Bible story book that has a whole host of other images because it cycles through a number of stories to explain what Easter is about. So in story time, the first thing that I did was to ask them which holiday is coming up, and everybody knew, of course. So they excitedly were shouting, Easter, Easter. And I said, yes, okay, that's true. Is Easter about a bunny? And they all agreed, no, Easter is not about a bunny. What about eggs? Is Easter about eggs? And they all said, no, Easter is not about eggs. And so I said to them, okay, so what is Easter about? And they all answered, it's about Jesus in their various different ways, right? And I said, that's right. Easter is about Jesus and his sacrifice that he made for us on the cross. And then my next question was, well, who is Jesus? And they all answered, oh, he's the Son of God. And another child said, he is our Savior. And I said, all very good answers. Jesus is God's Son, and he's God's Son who was born here on earth. And I explained to them how Jesus went around teaching people about God. Right? And so I allow them to ask questions. I encourage questions, because questions mean at the end of it, you're going to understand, not just hear the story, but also really get it. Right?